Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new episode of Game Biz Heroes. Today, we have an exceptional guest who is a true pioneer in the gaming industry with over 25 years of experience driving innovation and building high performance teams. He is the LiveOps director at Wargaming, where he has transformed the company into a data driven organization. He is also the author of the highly acclaimed book Running a Successful Live Service Game, which has become a go-to resource for professionals in gaming worldwide. From mentoring diverse teams to sharing his insights at global conferences, he is a visionary leader who continues to shape the future of live service games. Please join me in welcoming the brilliant Sergei Vasiuk.
Yes, hello. I'm Sergei, working in Wargaming for already 12 plus years. This is the first gaming company that I joined back then in Minsk. So now I'm living in Cyprus for 10 years.
Wow.
I'm a father, a husband, and I love gaming. I love playing games, and I love share what we have been doing in wargaming for already more than a decade.
Mm-hmm. You have had an incredible career journey, as you already mentioned. I know also that you started from a full stack developer and now you're leading LiveOps at Wargaming. So was there a defining moment that made you realize that LiveOps was your passion?
Oh man, LiveOps wasn't even a thing when I started.
Sure, yeah.
Yes, I was a full stack dev, writing code, making things work, classic engineer life. But the shift happened when I realized that launching a game was just step one. The real magic, it's what happened after launch. There was this moment at Wargaming when we built our player relationship management platform. Before that, if we wanted to run a special event or offer, it was all manually, tedious, slow, limited. Then, boom, we automated everything, could tailor it offers based on player behavior, and suddenly retention and engagement showed up. That when it clicked, LiveOps isn't about updates only. It's about constantly evolving the game to keep players engaged, excited, and coming back for more. It's like running a nightclub where you gotta keep the vibe alive every night or people leave. You cannot just open the doors and hope for the best. You need to have right music, right drinks, and sometimes fresh every time. That's LiveOps. And I was hooked.
Interesting. I've never heard someone comparing LiveOps to a nightclub. And also for the last I don't know couple of months, everyone is talking about your book, right? So running a successful live service game. This is the name of your book. Everyone, buy it in the description below. We will share a link. So what inspires you to write it? I know probably someone also answered you this question so many times, but just quickly, what inspired you to write it? And what's the main message that you hope readers take away from it?
Look, I wrote the book because I was tired of seeing studios screw up LiveOps. Some thought it was just about running a Halloween event. Others crammed in monetization like a cash crop and wondered why players bailed. And then there were the studios that had great ideas, but no tools to execute properly. LiveOps isn't just a department. It's the backbone of a successful live service game. If you don't have the right mindset, you will burn out your players before you even get started. So I wanted this book to be the no BC guide to actually running a live service game, not just launching one. I wrote about things we did right at Wargaming, but also the thing we screwed up, the lesson we learned, like Don't launch a battle pass just because Fortnite has one. Build something that fits your game's audience, or how data should guide decisions but not replace creativity. The book is for everyone who wants to make their game last. Because the truth is, most don't.
And a little bit of advertising, where we can buy it. I know, but let's.
Yeah, look, it's available. It's available on Amazon. You can buy it in three different versions: Kindle or paperback.
Hard. Mm-hmm.
Yes, and also my publisher also has an ability to buy any kind of version of the book,
Yeah.
including renting the book for the half price of the real book.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay. At Wargaming, you've led LiveOps efforts for games like World of Tanks, right? Everyone knows it. And is there one event or strategy that stands out as particularly impactful for player engagement? Maybe that was the one sometime.
Match day was the game changer, literally.
Hmm.
This was more than just another event. It was LiveOps done right, turning LiveOps into an interactive companion to one of the biggest global sporting events of the year, FIFA World Cup 2022. It wasn't just about throwing in some football themed decals and call it a day. We created an event that tapped into real world excitement and gave players a reason to log in beyond just gameplay. Here how it works. Player picked their favorite team, predicted match winners, and activate bonus code to unlock special in-game battle missions. Get the prediction right, boom, leaderboard points. Guess a draw, still got something. And it didn't stop there. Leaderboard rankings turned into a social competition with private leaderboard rooms, letting friends battle for the title of the most accurate predictor. The more engaged you were, the better the rewards.
Yeah.
2D styles, themes decals, exclusive event cosmetic. This is where LiveOps outshine traditional operations. It's about making your game part of a player's daily habits. Instead of competing with a real world event like FIFA World Cup, we leveraged on it. That's the difference between an event players checked out and event players remember. So Match Day wasn't just about World of Tanks. It was about celebrating football through the game. And that's how you make LiveOps a lifestyle and not just a feature.
Yeah, exactly. And you've also spoken a lot about building data-driven organizations. So how do you personally balance this creativity and analytics?
Great question. Because
Still trying to balance.
data is your best friend. But if you know how to use it.
Yeah.
Here the mistakes I see a lot. Some teams treat data like it's gospel, and they end up making the most boring decisions possible. If you only listen to what the numbers tell you, you will never take risk, never innovate. But on the other hand, if you ignore data, you're flying blind. So the sweet spot, use data to validate idea, not to replace creativity. When we were launching a new monetization mechanics, we couldn't have just copied what was proven in the industry. But instead, we looked at our own player behavior, so how engagement patterns shifted over time, and designed something what actually fit out our audience. And guess what? It worked. It's like music. Data can tell you which songs people love, but it takes an artist to write the next hit. You need both.
We're back to nightclub.
Correct.
All right, all right. So the LiveOps canvas is one of the tools that you've developed to planning to plan engaging events, right? So can you share an example of how this framework has been used successfully in one of your projects, let's say World of Tanks?
Absolutely. The LiveOps event canvas isn't just a planning tool. It's a game changer for designing events that actually matter. Too often, studios think of LiveOps as just throw in some time-limited rewards and call it a day. That's not how you build an event that sticks. You need a blueprint, a way to structure events around real player motivations, game economy goals, and cultural moments. That's where the canvas comes in. So let's go back to Match Day in World of Tanks. This event nailed all four key pillars of a great live ops event. Number one, theme. We didn't just create an in-game football crossover for the sake of it. The event tapped into real world excitement during the biggest global tournament, making the game feel connected to players' life. Number two, progression. Players weren't just grinding missions, they were making predictions, competing with friends, and climbing leaderboards based on their knowledge of football. It added a fresh, interactive layer to the World of Tanks experience. Number three, of course, promotion. This wasn't some hidden side mode. It was everywhere. Social media, influencers, in-game pop-ups, driven engagement from both hardcore players to casual fans checking in for the event. And obviously, number four, monetization. The event naturally blended monetization into experience. Players earned special rewards based on predictions, but also had the opportunity to invest in additional items tied to the event progression. Not for spending, just good design that made spending feel rewarding, not necessary. And here the real kicker: we did all of this without needing a major game update. The beauty of LiveOps is that you cannot actually can tweak the economy, retention, and player behavior on the fly without dragging development into last minute crunch mode. That's why every studio that wants to run a sustainable live game needs a structured approach like LiveOps Canvas and LiveOps Toolset. Without it, you are just guessing.
Thank you for it was like a lesson for how to start a successful live ops team and how to run it. Oh wow. So you have also worked with teams with from over 15, 17 nationalities. So how has leading a such diverse group of people shaped your approach to teamwork and leadership? Let's move a little bit from live ops.
Oh man, yeah. When you work with people from
So many
that many
nationalities.
backgrounds, you
Yeah.
realize one thing fast. There is no universal playbook.
Yeah.
What motivates a team in Eastern Europe isn't the same as what drives a team in Asia.
Yeah.
Leadership isn't about applying the same formula everywhere. It's about understanding people and adapting. So one thing I've learned: shut up and listen. When I first stepped into a leadership role, I thought I had to have all the answers. But it turns out the best leaders don't tell, they learn. The best teams aren't the ones with the smartest boss. They are the ones where everyone feels empowered to contribute. So the best life ops strategy, I mean, it's not only for life ops. Most probably, it's for any teams. Come from people close to the players, not from top-down
Yeah.
mandate.
Yeah. I look I saw a lot of posts from you that you need to play games to understand the players, and it's almost impossible if you're someone who is never plays or never learns or read anything about the games, like actually making a successful game. It's almost like two different planets if you're just
That's correct. That's correct. I mean, look, if you if you're a mechanic in the Formula One team, you don't need to be a Formula One driver to be a good mechanic. But the reality is that the best mechanics ever before they were drivers. So they understand how this
Yeah.
racing works. The
Yeah,
same
that's true.
applies for gaming. If you want to be a good developer, a good artist, or a good live ops manager, you can be good one. But if you want to be great or the best, you have to be inside all of this cultural moment with the
Yeah.
game. So this is the main formula.
Hmm. And so you've also become very active on LinkedIn, I don't know, for the last year or years even. So sharing insights and engaging with gaming community. What inspired you actually to start posting regularly? And I'm also curious, how has it impacted on your career or connections?
Look, it started with my son choosing his
Wow.
IGCSE subjects. Our talks about career made me realize how disconnected education is from industry need, especially in gaming. And
Mm.
for gaming, we saw this gap firsthand, which led first to our internal university, or we call it Wargaming Forge, and later an online live ops course. And during the graduation ceremony, students told me you should write a book about this. 3 months later, I reached out Taylor and Francis publisher, and running a successful live service game was born. And LinkedIn became my way to share real, no BS insight of live ops, what works, what doesn't, and what studios get wrong. The impact, conversations, connections, and opportunities I've never expected. When you share value, the right people will find you.
Hmm. And I'm also curious, what's if you would go back to your first day at work in the gaming industry and we understood already that it's wargaming, what advice would you give yourself? What would you say?
Stop worrying about being the smartest person in the room. Just focus on learning from everyone. And by the way, in my case, don't wear cufflinks to wargaming interview. for me,
Oh,
for me, it happened.
but look, you're still there, so everything is all right.
Right.
All right. And looking ahead, what excites you the most about the future of LiveOps?
The future of live ops, it's bigger
This
than just games.
the second book.
Oh, no, not this year.
Yeah.
Not this year. I mean, now I want to have a proper rest, especially during the weekend. Uh, but back to live ops, we are moving toward a world where players, creators, brands, and platforms all coexist. And that's where the real magic happens. Look at what's already working. Brand collaborations are an infinite content machine. In World of Tanks, we've done Terminator, Star Trek, Girl and Panzer crossover, and players love it. Why? Because when the right IP meet the right audience, it feels natural, not forced. Studios that understand this will win big. Another one thing, user-generated content. Games like Minecraft, Roblox, and Fortnite thrive because players aren't just playing, they're creating. The next frontier, live ops evolving beyond dev created events into player driven ecosystems. This is why my book cover highlights for four key forces shape the future of gaming: players, creators, games, and platforms. The best live games will be the modern games. They will be platforms where communities create, brands integrate, and engagement never stop. That's what excites me.
Guys, make sure to stick around until the end of the episode because I've partnered up with the top gaming conferences to bring you exclusive discounts. I'll be revealing a special promo code you don't want to miss, so stay tuned. So now let's move on to the blitz questions. So the answers should be short, like a couple of words or sentence, and the questions would be not about LiveOps. So let's start.
Go.
Let's start. If one of your closest friends has to describe you in 3 words, what would they say?
I would love to hear curiosity relationship result.
Interesting. And what's your guilty pleasure outside of work?
My garden.
Wow. Tell us more about it.
I love to spend Saturday and Sunday mornings in my garden with my flowers, trees. Literally, my wife even jokes on me, saying that I have literally names for every trees and every leaves on the trees.
Every leaves. I don't believe it, but okay. So you have apples, pears, I don't know, lemons.
No. They're more like for the beauty of the garden. So,
But you have a very nice weather in Cyprus. I believe you could have
yes.
know.
This is what also helped me with my guilty pleasure, like you asked.
All right. So what's one surprising fact about yourself that even your friends or colleagues might not know?
I will return to you with the question. So can you guess what sport did I do during my school years?
It's skiing? I don't know.
No, I spent 12 years dancing, ballroom dancing.
Nice. So you're keeping it a secret.
It's not a big secret, but you asked about thing that not everybody knows, and
Yeah.
this is the thing.
Interesting. Very nice. What's a skill or hobby outside of gaming that has unexpectedly helped you in your professional life?
And of course dancing, because with dancing I don't have any hesitation to talk in front of people.
Yeah.
I know how to position my body. I know how to be good looking. So this is what dancing brought to my life.
And we also remember that LiveOps is a nightclub. That's also why.
Yeah.
What's your favorite travel destination? It's a hard question for a person who lives in Cyprus with the nice weather almost all year round, but still.
Yeah, 320 something shiny days per year. So the favorite destination is as far away as possible. I love travel, far away. Last November we traveled to Argentina.
Wow.
Literally, I've been in this very famous place which called the end of the world.
Yeah.
Literally, this is the last village, the southern part of America. So this is the place where cruise ships start their journey to Antarctica to check penguins.
So the next step is Antarctica for you.
Yes, most probably.
Interesting one. What's the next conference or events that we expect to see you?
It's going to be Games Forum in Cyprus on the second week of April.
Right. And will you be also at GGCY Fest?
I don't know yet, but I mean, because it's in Cyprus, most probably.
Yeah. All right. And the last question for today. So imagine that you can have a coffee tomorrow with any person from the industry, like publisher, developer, just a person. Who would it be? And what's the first question that you want to ask them?
As a person who was born in USSR, For me, Alexei Pajitnov, the creator of Tetris.
Yeah.
This is the person and the model, role model in the gaming industry from my roots. So, and
And
probably,
what will be the question?
uh, did you ever imagine a simple puzzle game coded on Electronica 60? I remember this. I remember this PC in my classroom would take over the world.
Still, yeah, it's true. Interesting. I like the film about it.
Yeah,
I'm sure you also watched it.
yeah. It was group TV series, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah,
Maybe it was serious, yeah, but I was really curious to watch it, and it looked pretty realistic, let's say.
I believe, yes, I believe production team and script writers added additional layers of drama on top.
Of course, of course.
But overall, yeah, it was a decent watch.
Yes, I recommend everyone to watch it. It was a really nice one. So thank you so much, Sergei, for this wonderful time. Now we know everything about LiveOps. Everyone starts improving your
Oh, you
project.
will you will know everything about LiveOps after you read my book.
Exactly. For sure I will put a link in the description to the Amazon. But yeah, feel free to catch Sergei in Games Forum Cyprus. Yes. Or in Argentina. Now we know it.
Yeah, I have my
Thank you so
personal
much.
I have my personal spot at the end of the world.
It sounds dramatic. All right. Thank you so much once again, and
Yeah,
see you
thank
in
you, thank you for
Cyprus.
for the invitation. It was great to catch up and share my journey and thoughts.
Yes, thank you. As you know, I've partnered with leading gaming conferences to bring you exclusive discounts, and today I'm excited to highlight GDCY Fest 2025. This incredible event will take place on May 30th at the stunning San Rafael Resort in Limassol, Cyprus. GDCY Fest is an open-air seaside game development conference that blends insightful content tracks with festive outdoor activities, live music, and unbeatable networking opportunities. It's the ultimate summer destination for game developers and industry professionals. And here's the best part, I've got an exclusive promo code just for you. Use Melanya15 at checkout to get a 15% discount on your ticket. You'll find the code in the description below. Don't miss this chance to learn from top experts, explore cutting-edge technologies, and enjoy a one-of-a-kind festival vibe. Let's make May 30th unforgettable. See you in Limassol. That's a wrap for today's episode of GameBiz Heroes. Make sure to subscribe, leave feedback, and share it with your friends. And of course, stay tuned for more inspiring stories and insider tips from the brightest minds in gaming. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the next episode.